I'm not the tidiest person in the world.
This is author and physician Oliver Sacks.
This is the original that's reproduced. There was my mother as a 6-year-old there.
He was profoundly affected by his unique family upbringing. His mother was a scientist who had 18 brothers and sisters, all of whom were scientists. His father was a physician who rode a motorcycle to his house calls.
I have kept journals since I was 14, at least. They used to call me Inky when I was a boy, but I always had a cluster of pens in my pocket and they was leaking.
Oliver Sacks has written 9 books that reflect on his insights, many of which he has gleaned from patients. His stories have intrigued millions of readers and helped medical practitioners and educators around the world.
When I was at Oxford 50 plus years ago, I felt very divided between science, medicine and science on the one hand, and writing on the other hand. And the Bodleian Library, which was near my college, was an incredible resource.
Good. Okay. Goodbye then, huh?
Oliver Sacks' storytelling approach at first made him an outcast in the medical community.
Hello, Anne.
The last person who had used case histories like Sacks was Sigmund Freud. He is driven to express what he perceives and writes constantly, using his 70 words a minute, 2-finger style.
I wasn't very good at school. Libraries and museums, and also things like botanical gardens where I could wander freely, were crucially important. Libraries above all, where I could just pull books off the shelves, almost in a sort of sleepwalking way.
Colleagues say that Oliver Sacks has the infectious curiosity of a child and extraordinarily varied interests. But he approaches each with a precise perspective that finds its way into his writing.
I think of writing as very similar to writing letters, and to some extent I think of a book as a letter to everyone, or a letter to anyone who's interested. Nathaniel Hawthorne says in one of his prefaces that for him writing is not just diddling, it's not just the artist communing with his soul, but his attempts, however imperfect, to establish an intercourse with the world. So I like that sort of intercourse, within limits.